And hello, visuals, to Chris and Dan's inaugural annual end of year fucking entertainment, whatever happened. We need to start, right? Because we always do this, okay? And I never actually tell you what categories I'm writing down. And your handwriting is so much better than mine, mate.
Films.
Yeah. We'll go through it like we usually do. But this is the point of the year. We did it halfway because technically, like this year, we had to do a halfway one because I can't remember a year that was so stacked like this year for having constant, massive, like, epic films that we loved consistently in TV shows. And there was everything that me and you were watching. I know you could say maybe we were easier pleasing people or what, I don't know. But everything we were watching every month, we were like, shit, that was amazing. Shit, that was amazing. Like, I've got a worst films list this year. And they're not even films that I really consider that I hate, which is weird as fuck.
I know.
But, what are you going to say, sir?
There.
Sorry, I saw Stark, and it's. I just realised it's not the Stark I was thinking.
There is 40 films.
Wow.
I reckon maybe 38 of them has been at the cinema. So we've had a busy year.
Been more than that, mate, because I know I watch films more than you, because I watched them like twice, and I've been more than that.
We've been at the cinema basically. That's all I think about. It was only 52 weeks in a year. So we've been at the cinema at least pretty much almost once a week.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ, wow. There's a lot of shit to discuss. But yeah, this is where me and Chris are going to break down our tops, whatever it is you want to do it. And
I need a pen because I haven't got my top 10 yet.
Oh, you haven't got your top 10 yet?
No,
I can start going through some of my categories and we can do whatever. And, but honestly, it's been one of my favourite years for films and stuff.
It has been a good year.
It's been a fantastic, not just film, but like TV shows and shit. There's a couple of stuff that I've like left off and I'll get to and whatnot. I can subcategorize.
I have on my series, my TV series, only because it's like seasons 2s, 3s, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've left them off. What I've got on my season new stuff, season 1s. The only one I've got into season 1 and 2 is because I only watched it this year. Was From.
Yeah, well, that was. We'll get to our team. We'll break it down properly in a sec.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. I think I've done it a little bit different to you, but I see what it makes sense what you're saying there. Right, should we just? I'll tell you what. I'll go with my least enthusiastic list. Then I'll do my quick top 5 least favourites films of the year.
Okay.
Because even though it was a film, a year full of amazing shit, there were a couple of films that I was excited about and I left a bit flat on.
Yeah.
But I'll quickly run down mine. My mate. This is the bottom of the list, because remember, 5th on this list isn't like the worst, it's just like a bit thingy. So 5th, I've put The Exorcist, because I was a little bit gutted, because I was so looking forward to The Exorcist. And we watched it, and I thought the 2 young girls did a great job, and then I was like, you just tried too hard to just replicate the first instead of being even though it was a sequel. 4, I put Hunger Games. First part of that film I was really enjoying, and then it just went sideways, and I thought, what are we doing here?
See, I quite enjoyed it.
No, that's what I mean. These aren't films I hate. No. They're just ones that made me feel a little bit flat.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not huge on Hunger Games as it is anyway, so I went into it thinking, oh, whatever. Then I was like, I don't mind this. The earlier days of Hunger Games, cool, Peter Dinklage. And then we got to the weird in the woods and shit, and I'm like, what? It was a little bit iffy for me. 3, I've put Rebel Moon. I thought Rebel Moon's borderline crap to I could just about tolerate.
Well, apparently there's a director's version coming.
I saw that, I'm
like, well, why didn't you just fucking release it in the first place?
Literally what I was about to say.
Apparently it's a completely different film altogether. It's longer, it's more action, it's more violent.
I saw Charlie Hunnam.
Why didn't you just do that in the first place?
I saw Charlie Hunnam saying that, but then I thought, maybe if they said that because this one's done so bad.
It's number 1 around the world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's number 1. It's had millions of views.
I think that's because everyone was like looking forward to watching it and realised it.
And it's easy accessible. You sat on the couch, you go, let's just chuck this on and see what it's about. So if it was at the cinema, you could probably say it would do less because you have to then go out of your house. But yeah, Rebel Moon just sort of let me down quite massively. Number 2 that massively let me down was Meg.
Yeah.
Meg 2, so gutted with that because I loved the fucking first one, even though it's stupid and silly and dumb, but I just felt really flat at the end of it. And then the biggest letdown, I have to be brutally honest and say it was actually borderline. No, it wasn't, but it was crap in its Expendables 4.
Yeah, I agree with that.
it was. I went into that thinking, yes, you know, I love all these old Sylvester Stallone, everybody, and then they put no fucking money whatsoever into the CGI or anything, and it was fucking trash. That's my top 5 least. Well, I say least favourite. The Hunger Games, Exorcist, that I still did enjoy.
Yeah.
But I just felt flat by. I don't know if you've got a rundown of your least.
See, mine's probably. I would say going off my list and what I remember, I'd say mine's something similar.
Yeah, you'd have Megan there. You'd have Rebel Moon, Hunger Games. So, would you have Hunger Games in it?
I don't know about Hunger Games though, because I quite enjoyed Hunger Games.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. The first, because it was like what 2.5 hour long film or so.
Yeah.
First hour and a bit, I'm like, I'm actually buying this, and then it just
ended weird.
Yeah.
That's what's great about that one. But no, I agree with Expendables 4. It was just it was cheesy. It was pointless. It was just. If he's had this secret mission for the past 20 years, why are we only seeing it in the last film?
Yeah.
All of a sudden he just disappears.
I hated that Sylvester Stallone died, well, you all thought he did, and they had his hand just laying there in the bar, and you're like, fuck off.
Yeah. The Exorcist, I completely agree with you on that one.
So excited for that film.
I was looking forward to it, and it's just like, it's just a kind of cheesy make of the older version.
Yeah, like I said, I won't take the 2 young girls. They did their part. They acted well and whatnot. It pissed me off that they got them to mime the demonic voices as opposed to create their own, unlike what Thingy did in the original.
Yeah. That's it. And the other thing I'll probably replace in that list from yours is obviously I'll take Hunger Games out, and I'll probably put Shazam in there.
Well, yeah, I can see that for you. Shazam's never.
It was better than the first one.
Yeah, you're not.
Don't get me wrong. But it still wasn't.
Yeah, not 100% bought on it.
And Black Adam's not even on my list, but
yeah,
I wasn't a fan of that one.
No, I know. I think that the world of Shazam and Black Adam and that just doesn't quite tickle the pickle for Chris.
No.
Right, I'll carry on then with the back of my list. I don't know if you've got one of these, but I've got a top 10 characters. So not actors, not just your 10 favourite characters from this year.
Okay.
Right, so I'll do mine, and then you could weigh in, or if you can work yours out, you can go through yours now.
We'll go through them.
Right, so my 10th favourite character from this year was Mario. I fucking loved Mario in that film, mate. He was fucking... And it's a character that I see, pretty much on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I thought the way they chucked him out there in his first, sort of real big film and shit, he was so much fun.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mario is good.
Yeah, and it was fun seeing Mario in this new little format. My next favourite character, I've put Adonis Creed.
He's not on your list.
Yeah? Yeah, but you'll see. You'll see. But he's still 9th. But that's not the film or anything. That's just the character.
Yeah.
I love the journey we went on. We got 3 films following him with a potential, Chris has already said a few weeks ago, 4th coming out. However they do it, we don't know. But yeah, I enjoyed Creed. The rivalry with Damien. Obviously, I don't think we'll see Damien ever again anyway.
No.
And next up, I've put Peter Quill.
Yeah.
Love me some Peter Quill this year. After that, I've got Miss Marvel. I fucking love her so much.
She has been good.
She's no, because you want drain covers, you little cunt. She was fantastic in the Marvels. Next up, I've put Potential Farewell. Don't know yet, but it's Loki. He was. I fucking pulled at all my heartstrings and whatnot. I don't know if you're gonna. I'm gonna take this one because it is still a character. But next up, I've got Godzilla. This particular version of Godzilla, I've got a picture on my phone. I'm going to show you. You know how I said to you, he gives me Optimus vibes in the sea.
As in Godzilla from
Minus One.
Right.
I'm going to show you a picture after we've done this because honestly, the way Optimus was sleeping before, he's fucking Godzilla. After that, I've got Optimus Prime. I fucking love, which we're about to see again soon in Rise of the Beast. I loved this Prime a bit more, not nasty, but a bit more hesitant towards humans and a bit more. Step away kind of thing.
Yeah.
After that, I've gone for Gwen from Spider-Verse. I fucking adored the Hayley Steinfeld's Gwen that we've got. She's fantastic. After that, my second favourite character from this year is Miles. And my first favourite character from this year, I still can't break it. My heart will never heal from this. It's Rocket Raccoon. My heart cannot heal from him, mate. It really cannot, pal.
That's fair enough. Right, okay then.
I fucking love these lists, man.
probably can give you my top 5.
Yeah, go for it, sir.
So, 5th place, I'm probably gonna say. I don't know.
I think I know who your 1 and 2 will be anyway. Even if you've forgotten, I think I remember. Is it safe to say your favourite, or at least second, will be Joel or at least Ellie?
I'd say they'll be in the list.
Yeah, 100%. They're going to be on there.
Yeah, I'd say probably number 5. Just going off his spin-off would be Daryl.
Nice, yeah. See, Daryl, I wanted to put in the list. I really did.
Not including, like I said, I haven't included The Walking Dead, but I have included the 2 spin-offs to this. So it'd probably be Daryl amongst that. Number 4, I'm gonna have to say Anthony Mackie in Twisted Metal.
Nice. Okay, what was his character name again?
I can't remember his fucking name.
Yeah, but no, I agree with you. He was fucking awesome.
He was good.
I love that show so much.
Good. Number 3, I'd probably agree with you with Godzilla. Yeah, like Godzilla is fucking brilliant. Number 2, I'm gonna have to give it to Ahsoka this year because
I wanted Ahsoka on my list, but such a good year.
Fucking again, it's gonna be that Bio Street on this one, but Joel/Ellie.
Joel, so you're gonna put them together as a one.
Yeah.
I think you can take them in a package. It's fine, mate. No one's gonna argue with that. Yeah, I wanted to put Joel and that on there, but I went through everything and I thought, right, characters that really fucking do it for us. My top 3, I can't budge on: Miles, Gwen, Rocket. But it's a hard list because you can probably make a list of fucking 50. There's not that many characters this year that I didn't think,
yeah,
I love so many of them.
Yeah.
But okay, what have we got next? What should we go for next? Yeah, quick, easy one. I'll do 2. I have to shout out my game of the year, Spider-Man 2. Oh my god, so fucking beautiful on so many levels, mate.
I haven't really had a game of the year because obviously I'm still playing The Last of Us that came out fucking years ago.
Yeah, I don't think have you had a game that's come out this year?
Not really. No. Unless I've 1 or 2 games that has, but nothing really to shout about.
No, okay. Well, Spider-Man 2 I'm so gutted it win Game of the Year. I get why Baldur's Gate 3 did. Millions of people were playing that. And I have to give a shout out to, I don't know if you've got a category as Album of the Year, I have to give to Blink-182. I have not cried so much hearing a song for the first time, mate. But, oh my god, the first time I listened to it in bed with my headphones on, I'm just like, these boys have been through so fucking much and have brought it together in this fucking one song to this one album. Oh my god, this years I've been on, this world full with Blink. Oh man. So I have to give a shout out to Album of the Year, and it counts as it. Look, what the fuck is that dog doing? He's trying to bring in a fucking sword. So I don't know if you have an Album of the Year.
Well, I've had a new. I've been.
Well, you've got new music, yeah, because
obviously we've been in the wagon, and obviously I've just been listening to new stuff.
Yeah.
And so I reckon my new band for this year, because they have been around for a while, but I'm new to them this year, is the Osborne Brothers. They're more like a rock country.
Yeah, I remember you were playing.
We had it in the car when we went to Smith's.
It sounded absolutely fine to me, mate. Awesome. Like, I don't think I would pick up an album and be like, yes, but I can happily sit and just listen to them.
It was like they're not full on rock, but they're not like full on pop stuff, like in the middle, like country rock,
hybrid sort of thing.
Yeah, it makes me want to put on my cowboy boots and my cowboy hat.
Yeah, just start land dancing.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. You sometimes do get a good jam with like a good sort of country. So I
reckon they're probably my band of the year.
Yeah, 100%, mate. That's I completely see that with you. I remember when you were talking about them and you were saying about when you were in the wagon and shit. Yeah, I get why they're yours. My only other single category I've got is my most underrated film. And I do think it's underrated. I think a lot of people judge this a bit too harsh. And that's The Marvels.
See, I was going to say The Flash.
The Flash, I kind of get because I understand people when they go to the cinema and they think you got the most of money in that. I want the best CGI. I know it doesn't really matter for me and you, but I get the argument there. But I feel like a lot of people judge The Marvels just for the sake of judging. Like, it felt like a lot of people wanted to hate it.
Yeah.
The Flash, yeah, I could see. There is an argument for, but I can probably see why some people did. But the Marvels, for me, just felt it didn't. For me, the whole thing worked, and I am in love with the character of Miss Marvel. Don't get us wrong, but no, I think that's a great shout. That's your shout as well, mate.
I fucking enjoyed it. To be fair,
Yeah, no, mate, the Flash was good.
I'm not a big fan of Ezra Miller.
No, 100%. And it was weird going to that film because you were like, am I allowed to like this?
Yeah.
Knowing that he's a bit
Yeah.
iffy or what? And then as soon as you go, okay, it's not Ezra Miller we're enjoying, it's Barry Allen, the Flash, Michael Keaton.
Exactly. I would have liked to have seen Grant play the
Yeah, that would have been nice.
But like I say, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was funny. What the fuck is he getting now? Oi! Don't ever get a fucking weird little transformer dog.
I won't.
Well, it's yours, mate. I'll hit him with a paintbrush. I don't know what he's chewing or eating there. Come on, you little twat bag. Yeah, okay, so we'll go for the next category. We'll do... Should we do surprise hits? I've got 5 surprise hits.
Yeah, go on then.
We'll go for surprise hit. Right, originally I remember mine was from... Because I started that this year, even though I think only season 2 come out this year, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the halfway mark, it was on my surprise. But now I'm into it. I feel like I have to reshake it and whatnot. My 5th one is Talk to Me. I didn't realise that Oh my God, mate. I didn't realise that 2 YouTubers could redefine how to tell a horror film and how well it did and how amazing that was. Because I thought, okay, YouTubers, it's not going to get the benefit of the doubt. It's going to be... But it was absolutely... fucking outstanding. I still have to give it to Barbie. Barbie's my 4th surprise hit. It was so much fun. It was fucking awesome. I know it's one that you still haven't done as well. Definitely check that out. My 3rd surprise hit is Gran Turismo.
You enjoyed it, didn't you?
Proper enjoyed it. And again, I went into it thinking it'll be a nice little biopic on a guy that gamed and, raced cars. I'm not going to fall in love with it, but I completely did fall in love with it. Next up is... second, The Bear. A show about... people in the kitchen. I watch it and oh my fucking God, the emotional trauma I've taken from this show is unfucking believable. And my biggest surprise hit, because this one's a massive fuck you to me, is saying, Dan, how have you been so blind for like 20 years? And it's One Piece. Because One Piece has been in front of me for donkeys, has been compared to Dragon Ball and everything.
Yeah.
I watched it and I was like, oh my God. Then I've got smashed through the anime. I thought, oh my fucking God, I love this. And I am going to be very, very close to buying the manga. I've completely invested to the point where I got my little One Piece bracelet and that on. One Piece was a huge, huge hit and it was a massive surprise hit for me. So what have you got, Chris?
Right, I'm just going through now.
I can colour in my boxes to make sure I don't start overlapping and being a fucking idiot.
Right, so obviously my surprise hit, sort of top 5 was number 5. Number 5, Dungeons and Dragons. I enjoyed that a lot more than I thought.
Yeah,
considering it looked a bit goofy and whatever. There was like.
When we watched the trailer multiple times, I always thought it would be alright.
But it was quite entertaining. It was a lot more funny than I thought.
Decent film. I'll take a second one as well at this point.
I would, to be fair. Number 4. Number 4, I reckon, Hunger Games. Again,
okay,
I enjoyed that a lot more than what I thought I would.
Yeah.
To be fair, considering it's her and all her shenanigans, what she's been fucking.
I think that's kind of like the Flash. You have to go into it and ignore.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't do that, I just kept saying "shut the fuck up" in my head when she was talking.
Number 3, The Pope's Exorcist.
Oh shit!
I really enjoyed that. Again, a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, Pope's Exorcist was a fun film.
It was.
And it was nice to see a religiously sort of film where even the main character, who's a religious character, be like, listen, most exorcisms are bullshit. But there are 1 or 2 that are like, And then we have like this whole little team up at the end with this shield agent board of like, okay, there's portals to hell everywhere. Let's close them up. No, Pope's Exorcist was fun.
It was. Where am I at? Number 2, Gran Turismo. Again,
yeah, I thought you would already be ready for that.
I was ready for it, but I didn't realise how much it brought back. As soon, like I said, I didn't think how much fucking detail they were going to go into it. I thought it was just going to be some driver, jump into a car, and that's how he became a fucking thingy.
I hate talking in the cinema, but even there, I had to break that rule because I was asking you so much stuff because you know more about cars than me. To be fair, you probably know more about actual proper gaming like that than I do. So when I was trying to talk to you about the two and it's why did he flip there and what's that? How did he know that was sticky or whatever? It proper like fascinated me. Like proper did.
It's really really good. Number one, The Flash. As again going into this thinking, it's Ezra Miller. I'm not a big fan of him. Yeah, whatever. I've seen him in other films. I'll just watch it just to get it on my list. Fucking love it.
Yeah, I know. I remember you laughing at one particular scene still.
Yes.
One fucking particular scene. Yeah, because I remember as well when we watched Justice League and you're like, yeah, I don't like him as a Flash with the way that he runs and that. But even to the point where he loses his power for a second, he's running when they're escaping, he's just going... it was fucking funny, man. That film got unnecessary
absolutely
shit on. Right, so is that 5 you did there?
Yeah.
Right, so next we'll go for... Should we do... Right, I've got a category like I always do called Oh My Fucking God, like a moment where you sit and you go, oh my fucking God. I don't know if you want to run through that.
Can do.
Right, so my fifth jaw-dropping, oh my God, epic moment was when Prime versus Scourge, because, again, we're about to see it, how much, because Scourge is super powerful and badass throughout the film, but then when they get towards the end and Optimus Prime, he's chucking his face in lava and that, and you're like, oh my God, Prime's fucking... Get off you fucking vaping! You fucking little vape nation, little dickhead. Just like, oh my God, wow. So I love that bit. My fourth would be the car crash in Gran Turismo where he gets...
They flips.
Yeah.
The back end.
Yeah, because it not only was like, oh my fucking God, it was the fact that he killed somebody as well.
Yeah.
And how I was like, what? And I had to ask you because he's going over too fast and he, got too much speed.
Yeah, because he hit it at too much of a speed. Mm-hmm. The back end pushed him down.
That's the one,
It's called, that's what wings are, to keep the force. Mm-hmm. Push the back end down to keep it gripped. But because he was lifting a little bit, it pushed the car back end too much to lift the front end up, and that's why.
So you have to go into. You should have went into it a bit slower.
Yeah,
yeah. But after that, because again, I didn't know this story, so when I saw that and then he killed someone, I was like, oh my God, which is all kinds of fucked. Number 3, I've gone for Godzilla's first proper atomic breath in -1, because you don't realise how we've seen atomic breath millions of times, like when he goes in the MonsterVerse stuff. But in this one, where his scales are dum dum, and it comes out, and there's like a second of silence, and then when you're like, oh my, what the? And it's like, it is literally like the atomic bomb had just gone off.
Yes.
And the way that, oh my God, it was like, what the fuck are we doing here? It absolutely crippled me. My second, oh my fucking God moment, I'm getting nipple-ons and goosebumps thinking about it, is Rocket Raccoon finally smashing the High Evolutionary where he gets, I never felt so happy for a little raccoon to just fucking... And it's the moments that come after he blasts him. Peter comes in with a shot, Groot comes... And my number 1, which made me get out of bed, and I told you all about it, and I was screaming and shouting, I was like, what? Was the transition between Anakin and Vader. Yeah. Oh my God. I still can't get over it now. It was so visually one of the greatest... Because I don't know if the hardcore Star Wars fans saw that coming, but I definitely didn't. When he was going off to the distance, we had a quick flash up. I was like, what? So that's my top 5 on my fucking God moments.
I'm not as dramatic as you.
No, no, definitely not, mate.
No, not as dramatic as you. So I can give you my top 2.
You go with your top 2, mate.
Which, again, I agree with you on Godzilla. As soon as he fucking... First time seeing him and his skills just fucking shooting out of his back and lighting up and like, oh shit.
The way that it hit, like it went... You're like, what the? You felt like you... Imagine if you're watching that in 5D. You got 5D cinemas, isn't there? Where like the chairs move and shit. Yeah. So imagine if they had like a wind system set up and... Oh my God, yeah. That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. And... What was my number 1? Oh, yeah, I agree with you, Ahsoka as well.
Oh, mate. I remember when I told you about it, because you hadn't watched it at the time, and I was like, just you'll see. And then you messaged me, going, I get it. What? Because it's not just the one as well where he's fading off, it's the one where he's coming in on the weird Jedi plane bit, and they're on the bridge, and he comes up, and it just, the quick transitions, and you're just like, what are they doing here?
I cannot wait to get a fucking film with it.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau and that, just keep doing what you're doing at Star Wars.
Exactly.
Wow. Right, we'll go for the top 5 performances. This is a single performance or a single scene that you can remember. I don't know if you think but I've gone for, I will say his name wrong, but the best performance I got was, I think his name's Imaki. I'm going to pronounce it that way. It's the young boy that plays Luffy in One Piece.
Okay.
He's fucking... When I say One Piece, and I say it literally is an anime, but in live action, it's like they've literally took everything from the anime and how they act and the silly, over-the-top goofiness. He literally embodied that character with all the, I want to be the king of the pirates sort of attitude. Oh my God. Why are you killing me so much, mate? I love you. I am already fucking in love with you. I've got to stop falling in love with young boy actors, right?
Yeah, you do.
Proper noncy.
Yeah.
Look at me. But Jesus Christ. My next one, which also gave me a bit of PTSD, but it's one where I got out of bed and collapsed because it was... Oh, it broke my heart but it's Jamie Lee Curtis in The Bear, the Christmas scene. Obviously, you haven't watched it, but if you get to it and you see her in it, and you throughout the whole episode, even Shane from The Walking Dead, the moments to not help the situation, a full family, there's booze and that involved, you're like, oh my fucking God. And it's so stressful, and you're just like, it's a show about chefs, what the fuck is going on? And oh my, I've never seen so much hard-hitting dramatic trauma. It's fucking disgusting. Next performance, I'm giving straight to Bradley Cooper for Rocket Raccoon. A man who's just voicing his character that CGI'd in, but we fell in love with him straight away. But throughout falling in love with him for 1 and 2, Bradley Cooper gives us this final, I'm assuming it's his last film, potentially, I don't know. Chris can correct us.
I don't know about Bradley, but I can confirm it's Vin Diesel's last up.
Yeah.
Not because of that.
Oh, right.
They've got no more Groot going forward.
Okay.
So after 15 years, I seen yesterday, after 15 years of Vin being in Groot.
Is that 15 years of him being in Groot? 15?
15 years.
Really?
From films to series to all that stuff. 15 years he's been voicing Groot. And all that's been saying is, I am Groot.
What the fuck?
About his little saying at the end.
Jesus fucking Christ. But right, yeah, so Bradley Cooper's Rocket, what a way to deliver. Because you're not physically performing, so you're having to act in a certain different way to make us fall for this. Next up is Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer. What a beautiful, to show the distress and the tension of his face and whatnot. And the next one is, I think it was William Hay was called, I can't remember, but it's Robert De Niro's William Hay in Killers of the Flower Moon. The particular scene I remember why I'm giving him on as number 1 is the bit where, because he made out to everybody that he loved them and he was, I'm here for you, but he was constantly manipulating. You should marry one of the Indian ladies. You should do this to manipulate, to get the oil money and shit. And the scenes where there's bits of fire and they're looking at De Niro, and De Niro just continued to be an absolute fucking beast. So yeah, that's my top 5 performances.
I don't know if I've got a top 5. I've probably got a top 3.
Go for it.
I'm gonna say if Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Danny Glover in The Creator.
Oh right. Oh no, not Donald Glover. It's
Who was he?
It's fucking. I think he's Stingy's son. Denzel Washington's son.
What was it?
Yeah. Fuck. Well, you Google. Make sure the dogs do that.
John David Washington.
That's him.
That's him.
Yeah.
I think he played a fucking
100%, mate. Everything he's been in, I've adored him. The first time I saw him was in the rock show Ballers, which was a stupid film about getting deals of NFL players, but yeah, it was brilliant.
I still got out of it.
Yeah, it was. It was so fun. Yeah, I could. No arguments with that one.
I reckon the next one, when I will forget his name. Ernest, Leonardo DiCaprio in Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, I was debating which one because again he was phenomenal.
He played a fucking brilliant role.
So good. He was a bit dim-witted and a bit. I was debating between the two of them, and I went for De Niro. But I'll.
Who's my number 1? I forgot now. I forgot who number 1 was.
Oh
fuck! Who's my number 1?
is it anybody I've already mentioned? No, you wouldn't have said Jim.
Who have you mentioned?
Bradley Cooper.
No.
De Niro. Was it something? Can you remember the film?
No.
No. Did you just circle it as well as I was talking?
Not circle it, but I had them
a little note next to it.
I don't know who my number one was now.
Was it Ahsoka? Was it Hayden Christensen as Vader? Was it anything from Hunger Games? Was it Gran Turismo? Definitely won't be Expendables. Definitely won't be Meg. Was it anybody from Spider-Man? Was it anything from Creed? Mario? Godzilla? Loki? Right, have you fucking...
Fuck it, that's number 2.
Right, you might remember it again. Right, Probably. we'll do... Right, this is just, so this isn't like, oh my fucking god moments. This is just like, this is awesome. I'm in an awesome place, time and place right here now.
Okay.
Don't worry if you haven't got any of these, mate, but it's absolutely fine. I've gone for a 10, so I'll run through them really, really quick. My 10th most, this is awesome moment was the final race in Gran Turismo, where they needed to finish, podium finish?
Yes.
Yeah, and it was the last race they get it as well. Yes. Oh, I was like, go on, lads, I remember you even giving a little kiddie. Fucking well done, lads. After that, I've got Ted Lasso's last game, because it was so oh my god, they needed City to lose. Sorry, they needed Liverpool to lose at City. You know, football crap, but it was also extremely emotional and whatnot. Yeah. My next one is the first possession and talk to me, because fuck me, I jumped right out of my seat. They're doing the whole little talk to me, I'll let you in, and they see this possession, you're like, what the fuck? Next up, it's the TMNT montage. Have you done TMNT yet, Eva? Oh, well, when you get to it, the montage in that is fucking beautiful. After that, it's Bumblebee's drop. I'm gonna knock you out, and he's boom, boom, boom. You're like, B always has a fucking awesome moment in Transformers. He's an absolute legend. This one's a bit weird, but my 5th one is the credits to FNAF. Not that anything happened, but that fucking tune that's now one of my most played on Spotify. I don't know if you've done your Spotify playback.
No.
Have you got Spotify?
Yeah. Do
you play back and see what you listen to? I listened to that song from that credits, and that only come out.
That fucking song.
I'll play it for you later.
Yeah.
I listened to that song since October 397 times, and I don't know why, but them credits, that song just made me so happy because they're telling a great story inside of the song as well. Next up, it's the entire sort of last 5 to 10 minutes of the Spider-Verse film, where the music's amping up and you're slowly starting to realise, hang on a sec, Miles has gone back to the wrong universe, and the Miles, that's Prowler, Gwen's putting together a team, and I'm like, I'm ready for the next fucking film. After that is the Guardians of the Galaxy ending, and I mean ending as in Come and Get Your Love, after the bit of credits where the new Guardians are formed with Adam Warlock and stuff like that. After that, it's the Spider-Man chase sequence. That's the entirety of the sequence from the start of it to the end, which took 5 years, or was it 4 years to put together? Mm-hmm. Beautiful. And my most awesome is not a singular moment, but the entire episode where Hayden Christensen's involved as Vader. There were so many awesome moments in that one particular bit. The oh my fucking god moment was the first transition, but throughout the rest of it, it was just absolutely awesome. So that's my top 10 awesome moments sort of bits. If you have any, Chris.
I'm just looking now. I reckon I've got 4.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Right, so. Coming in at number 4. Creed. Where they're fucking having that slow motion fucking fight sequence.
I pick back up on that, don't worry, but yeah.
So it was like, fuck me. This is awesome.
It's so fucking good. It was so good.
It was so good. Number 3 was when we first seen Godzilla in Monarch.
Oh, nice. So the bit on the bridge.
Mm.
Oh, mate. Oh, beautiful.
In a way, I kind of wish I was there, but in a way, not.
Mate, I keep saying that to people. Yeah, like it would be unreal to just sort of hear the noise and be like, fuck, but at the same time, be like, hang on a sec, no matter how far I run, one step for him will eclipse, X amount of yards or meters or whatever. I'm dead here. Yeah. But yeah, I agree with you, mate. I agree with you.
Number 2, I agree with you on the Gran Turismo section at the end.
Yeah.
Where it's like, right, we need to get this race.
They have like a big montage, don't they, of different races?
Yeah, it's like, right, fuck it. Don't go on your own lines. Fucking do what you want to do. And as I said, it works.
And
it
they needed
works sometimes.
all three of them to finish, didn't they? Because it was all three. What do they call them? Sim drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was all, and you're like, oh, well done, lads. You were so over the moon for them, and he's still racing to this day. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's just like, what a fucking way to end it.
I know.
It's beautiful.
And number one again, Ahsoka. Just the sequence when the fucking flash sequence.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So fucking good. Right. No, okay, so fair enough then. I'll go for particular single scene then. Not an awesome moment altogether, but a particular scene. Particular scene. I'll buzz through it because, you know, but I've gone, I could just I've touched upon it, and it's the entire scene, rounds, what was it, 3 all the way to 12 of Creed, first aim. But the particular scene I'm talking about is where the jail cell comes in, and like the bed from like being in the jail, and they're not fighting in a ring anymore. They're fighting. They're kind of fighting in their own minds together. Oh, it was fucking beautiful. I've had to once again. Particular scene is Godzilla's atomic breath, but this time it's the atomic breath towards the end, just before he gets bombed and attacked, where he stops for a second. He's just come up from the depths and he's like all frozen, and they made his eyes absolutely disgustingly terrifying. Beautiful. The one after that is Christmas dinner scene, the bear. Honestly, I've never had my anxiety levels go so through the fucking roof. It's disgusting. Jamie Lee Curtis is a fucking godsend. Like, hey, get off his fucking sleeve, you Godzilla. I'm telling you, when you see the picture, next up, I have to include it again. I keep repeating myself. I'm sorry, but when I mention scenes or moments that, I'm going back to Vader. I can't stress enough how beautiful, just poetically beautiful that was. Beautiful. But the ultimate best scene for me is, I mentioned the Spider-Man chase, but now it's the end Spider-Man chase where Miguel's caught up to Miles and he's telling him how much of a mistake he was and he's not a true spider and that. And Miles tells him, I'm going to do my own thing. And he manages to mug off all the spiders that are chasing him. And, and your heart's beating for him like, fucking go on, Miles, man. Don't let him tell you that you're not supposed to be this or you're not supposed to be... Fucking... Oh, it's just beautiful. So that's my top 5 things. If you have any...
I haven't got a top 5... But I reckon that the...
Sorry I'm mentioning Vader so much, I just can't help it. I really can't.
The scene that's probably excited me the most out of all would probably go into The Last of Us.
Nah, see, I wanted to include The Last of Us. Why did so much... That was at the start of the year.
I know.
There's too much epicness that happened in between.
That's the scene where we finally get the fucking bloater and they all come out the ground.
That was scary as shit.
And it was like, yes, this is it. This is why I fucking love this shit.
It was so fucking scary, man. He even come out in like slow-mo and he snapped the dude's neck, didn't he?
What was that?
That's it, but that's it. He pulled him apart. You are right. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I just recently watched it.
Oh, you redo it, did you? I'm so ready for season 2. I can't. Well, I can and I can't. Chris is obviously our expert of all things Last of Us, and he's informed us with everything. And I am looking forward to it, but I'm really not. Yeah. I'm assuming he's going to die next season, potentially, maybe, possibly.
Yeah. Well, obviously, we'll still see him because we have flashbacks and stuff like that. So it'll be still about. And then whatever happens in film, game 3.
Yeah. Fuck's sake. Right, so we'll do it then. We'll go for most emotional, Christ. Ones that I'll start off with my 5th, one that will make no sense to you, but all I'm going to say is The Bear, Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Watching a grown man sing Taylor Swift in his car, flying down the streets, and everything you've just seen before it coming together to this, my heart was pounding. I was so happy. Anybody that's seen it will know what I'm on about. The Bear, Taylor Swift scene, absolutely beautiful. This one's another one, right? But I've recently, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, watched it, and whenever I hear this song, or especially see the song and see the scene, my eyes just well up. But it's Gwen in the train at the start of Spider-Verse, and Self-Love starts playing, and the little picture of Miles in the background, and that Self-Love, you know, I'm like, why is this killing me so much? It absolutely cripples me. The one after that, most emotional as well, repeating myself again, is Vader, because I did get really emotional seeing it. And I don't know why, because it was just badass and amazing. But I just sort of got like, I think I got emotional because Hayden Christensen, when the prequel films first come out, he got a lot of stick and they said they were bad and his acting was awful. And I felt happy for him getting this whole like new wave of love and stuff like that, especially as well what we had from Obi-Wan and shit like that. One after that is the ending to -1 where we find out that she's not dead. That was so beautiful, mate. It was, you think she's dead. Fucking -1 was brilliant. And the one after that is most emotional. Is obviously Rocket Raccoon's scream, which will haunt me to the fucking day I die. It is something that I don't want to hear it ever again. It's part of the reason why I can't watch Guardians again.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Again, I'm not as much of a crybaby as you.
Nope. Mate, sorry to interrupt you. Pokemon Concierge, 4-part series on Netflix. It's an animated thing, 15 minutes episode. I literally had to look at my life. I was crying my eyes out with that. And not because of sadness, because I was adorable. And Netflix even say to you in the corner, emotionally intense. And I was like, I've never seen that before. And I watched it. Oh my fucking God, I cried my eyes out because it was so beautiful and happy. I thought, what am I doing? I'm 31 in for 2 months. Sat here with a beard, crying because, oh my God, it fucking crippled me. But sorry, carry on.
I think the only thing I've cried to this year, it's not on my list.
Oh.
Only because it's finished, it's done, and with obviously being away and everything else on the wagons, so I finally just got around to finish watching it, was the end of Supernatural.
Right, okay.
I cried my poor little eyes out.
Well, you would have just watched it.
Well, it finished towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
But obviously, we've been away and whatever else. I like to...
right, save it and then,
yeah. When it comes to stuff I want to watch...
You want to be sat at home.
Yeah, I don't want to watch on the phone. I'll do Big Bang on the phone or whatever on the phone. But things I'm like really into, I like to wait till I get home.
No, I get what you mean.
Do so much or whatever.
Was it because it was a happy ending though? Because it was a goodbye ending?
It was a fucking brilliant ending.
Yeah, so it's just right. But no one like died or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, they did die? Who died?
Dean.
Which one's he?
Soldier
Boy?
Yeah.
Did he die out of like sacrifices or he got killed or like... Why would they kill him?
The hunters, as we know.
Yeah.
Right.
Let them two are hunters, yeah.
Sam and Dean, the hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And their last... Well, they had to like fight God. So they've been fighting God for the past 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Finally got round to doing that. And then they had like one... And then after that, they were like, right, everything back to normal, whatever else. So we just did our last mission.
Yeah.
Did what they needed to do. And during a fight... Dean got pushed into a big spike which went through his back.
Wait for it, okay.
And so that was his way of saying goodbye to his character and just the emotion and telling Sam, tell me it's okay.
Yeah.
All that stuff. He finally passed away.
Right, I'm with you.
And then we watched like 10-15 minutes of Sam having a kid, growing old, doing whatever he did.
So you got to see him after it in the future with a like kid family
and then
stuff.
when Sam died, he met Dean in heaven.
So it showed you him dying as well, but like of old age.
Yeah, and then they both reconnected together and they came in heaven, and it was like all peace. They finally got to do what they want to do.
I was about to say, they didn't really technically. They did die physically, but of course it's a supernatural show. So like that shows you there. Even in the battle of God, they still went to heaven and stuff.
Yeah.
Was God not bothered by that?
Well, they defeated God, but someone else replaced God.
Okay, right.
So he changed it all about, and so the way Sam and Dean ended up in heaven.
Oh, right, yeah, so at least, they died physically, but they live on.
Well, Dean died, obviously, in battle, but Sam died old age, and then...
That's nice, that's sweet, that's a nice little ending for you there, mate.
It was like...
Yeah, it was one of them ones that you're about to cry and it catches you off breath, you give a little... Yeah. It's horrible. Right, I'll go straight for Best Actor then. I've got number 5... I know it might be recency bias, but I had to include it. It's Mahershala Ali in Leave the World Behind, because the way that he delivered how these steps about the Jesus fucking Christ. I know I was drawn into his beautiful face and his brilliant big brown eyes. Oh my God. But wow, he was fantastic. Then I'm going to again say his name wrong. Kimakami Rinusa, the lad, the main character from -1. He was fucking phenomenal. He was so good, you know, it was a kamikaze pilot, but he pretended that he's playing. Everything. Oh, he was great. Next up, once again, something I've repeated a million times. It's Jamie Lee Curtis in the Bear Christmas scene. Give that fucking woman all the awards in the world for this one scene, mate. It is fucking beautiful. Next up, I've gone for Jeremy Allen White, who is the lead character in The Bear. You will fall so much in love with him, anybody that's watched it and whatnot. And my best actor, like it was at the halfway scene, I have to give to Bradley Cooper. I honestly have to, mate. That the rocket shit is stuff that's just going to stick with me fucking forever.
I don't think I've got a best actor.
So if you haven't got one,
Not really, no. I'll just go by street again, and I'll just fucking go straight to the one program.
give a bit of Pedro Pascal or some shit.
Yeah.
Mate, it's your show as well, mate. If you want to give it to Pedro, give it to Pedro.
I probably would, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because I think he did. I was a bit skeptical at first about him.
I remember you saying.
And then it just. I think he did a fucking brilliant job, to be fair.
Well, I have no arguments there.
Absolutely loved it.
He says a lot with just his face, especially that opening sequence from him being in like present life and his daughter dying to that transition X amount of years later and stuff, and it's in his eyes. No arguments whatsoever from me, mate. Plus, it's a point of Pedro, and it's another man that I will just. Right, this is my last two categories, and my top 10 shows and my top 10 films. Do you have yours listed out?
I do. Well, no, but we can go through them.
Right, I'll go through shows first, and we'll leave films as the main event. Right, I've left two off because they're technically not done, and I don't know if it because you need to evaluate it as a full show. But one of them I really want on the list. That's why I'm kind of trying to squeeze it in there. I'm going to give a shout out to Invincible because it's only halfway through, and Monarch. I haven't given it in a top 10, even though it would be if it was finished. I just don't know if it's cheating.
I'll put Monarch on my list.
See, I can see an argument for you being able to because there's still 2 episodes left, is there?
Yes.
Yeah, and I feel like we should give it a full opinion on the full segment, but I don't know. But that's why I've also kind of like concluded it to be like, shout out to Monarch. It's not done, but so, either way, it's our own fucking rules to do with. So my actual top 10 is I've got Mando in there at the start of the year. I completely forgot about that. Next up is The Last of Us. Absolutely loved it. Then I've got Gen V, Ahsoka, What We Do in the Shadows. So fucking funny. Like, unbelievably funny. Loki absolutely destroyed me. Whilst I'm speaking of Loki, have you been doing the everyday episodes of What If?
Not yet, no.
Right, when you get to the last episode, you'll see something pretty cool.
Okay.
And then into my top 4, we've got Ted Lasso. That man will change your life. He's fucking beautiful. Season 7 of Rick and Morty. Number 2 is One Piece. Oh my fucking God. And number 1 is the emotional, anxiety-inducing The Bear. The Bear is fucking outstanding. One of my favourite shows of all time. Full stop. About people that make food. But it's not about that. It's not one bit. It's so stressful and amazing and just absolutely outstanding.
Yeah. Like I said, I have Monarch on my list. If we're going to go off that side of things, I'll leave it to one side for now then.
Well, it's your show as well, mate. You do whatever fucking rules you want. I just don't know if I was cheating or not. I felt like I was giving it a win without finishing the race, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's kind of what, because it would have been proper high up there.
Yeah, true. So I'll leave mine off for now then. Number 9 for me would be Citadel.
Nice. You've mentioned Citadel.
It's an Amazon program where they're assassins, but he loses his memory. And it turns out he's got a different side of past to him that he's trying to relive as well as sort out other shit.
Right.
It's been pretty good, to be fair. Number 8, I'd say Gen V.
Oh, right. I didn't realise you'd put it in your top thingy.
Like I said, I enjoyed it. Just the ending was a bit...
You weren't massive on the ending?
No. Number 7, fucking NCIS Sydney.
Oh, yeah, I forgot your NCIS stuff.
Yeah, I love NCIS. It's fucking brilliant. I'm sad that LA has finished and New Orleans has finished.
Yeah, still got loads more, though.
We've still got the original NCIS, and obviously we've got Sydney, which just came out this year. Number 6, I'll have to say Ahsoka.
Nice.
I loved Ahsoka.
Yeah, Ahsoka was
really
great.
into Ahsoka. I haven't actually got Loki on my list.
Have you not?
No, I forgot about Loki.
Forgot out about Loki.
Forgot about Loki. What was that? Number 6. Number 5, I'd say From. got right into that.
Yeah, see, I wanted From on my list as well, man. But Jesus Christ, there's so much stuff that I already
right
love.
into it, and as soon as because yes, there's 2 seasons out, but it's the first time I've seen this. So
Mate, I just randomly one night I saw it on Facebook saying, I disagree with the statement. Who Lad Bible, one of the scariest TV programs of all time, was like, right, let's check it out. Watch it. It's not mega scary, but Jesus Christ, I'm hooked. Yeah, but no, I agree with you. From was amazing.
Wait a minute, I'll have to change that.
I think you're on.
Number 5.
You're number 5. Yeah, so sorry.
So it means everything else is going to get pushed back a 1. So it means
you don't have to do it. You can do a top whatever anyway, mate. It doesn't have to be like 10.
So number 4. Well, the next one I'd say was probably Loki.
Yeah.
Because I got right into fucking Loki. Even though it's still at season 2, so we're kind of like. Yeah, but it's in there. Number 3. Wednesday, got right into Wednesday.
Wednesday was great. Yeah, I'm ready for her in Beetlejuice 2. This is out next year as well.
Yeah. Around Halloween time.
Nice.
Which is good. And I think season 2 of Wednesday will be out next year.
Take more Wednesday.
Number 2 was Twisted Metal. Got right into
see,
Metal.
I wanted Twisted Metal in there as well, but too much stuff I love.
Number 1, obviously, Bio Street is fucking.
Yeah, I completely get that, mate. 100. I had a funny feeling The Last of Us would be up there for you anyway. Last of Us was fucking phenomenal. It had to be, even though there's stuff that I love like worlds more than it. It was so brilliant. I had to make sure it was in my top 10 as well. Right, should we end with films then, sir?
Yeah, let's end with.
Right, we'll take this a little bit slower then. Soon as we'll figure it out. But number 10. One of the happiest times I've ever been in the cinema, not just this year, period. I'm still including Mario at number 10. Mario. It was just seeing Rainbow Road and the carts and everything. It was so much fucking fun. Like, I don't think anybody could sit down and watch Mario, no matter who you are, what age you go, that's pile of shit. Because you know what you're getting. You know what you're going into. You know you're going into this weird little wonderful world. Every voice actor did a phenomenal job. Yeah. Bowser, for a while, took over the world with that peaches. It's fucking amazing. Number 9 is something I didn't expect to put on here, but I have to because what is going on in life? And it's Saltburn. Jesus fucking Christ, mate. There's a murder on the dance floor. Seeing his extremely large dick, which isn't a fake, it's his real dick, mate. The attention to detail, I can understand if you watch this, Chris, and you think, nah, not for me, because it is quite artsy-dartsy, and it's all about, but you'll be on the same side as me, though, because it's all about upper class and lower class and stuff.
Yeah.
And when you're with these people, you just think, you posh bunch of fuckers, go fuck off. But I can't mind his fucking name now. The Irish actor's playing Joker. He is, from the way that he manipulates and twists and he gets into this family, and the building of Saltburn is fucking mind-bogglingly amazing. All these little elaborate plans that he's had, and the emotional twists and turns. And there's so much beautiful symmetry in the cinematography in this film about mirror images and whatnot. And there's a particular scene, there's loads of foreshadowing of deaths and stuff, and I didn't pick up on it until after the film and stuff, and saw videos. But there are a few moments where you go, why are you doing this? Because there's one particular bit where it's improvised. So about the bathtub scene. Somebody that, because he's not gay, but he falls in love with like the light that people have. There's a character who's jerking off in the bath, and he's watching him. And as he gets out and all the water's running away, he climbs in his PJs, kneels down, and you're like, okay, but mate, that's not even the worst. There's a girl who's on a bench, and it's not the right time of month for her to interact sexually, but he doesn't give a fuck. He gently puts his fingers in, gets a nice bit of blood, puts his mouth down there, gets his face covered in blood, gives her own blood. Like, it's getting called the vampire scene. She's heavily, heavily on. But then towards the end of the film, mate, spoiler, I think I can say this because I don't think you'll watch it, even though I recommend just have your head fucked. The character that he sucks the bathwater up dies. And
okay.
As he's in his grave, well, you'll see, as he's in his grave, and it's just been, the soil's freshly been put on, our main character comes along, falls to his knees, it's raining, he's deeply emotional, he's crying, so he lays down, he makes a little hole, he pulls down his pants, he puts his dick in the grave, and he starts shagging the grave, mate. Seriously? honestly, I recommend this film. But honestly, though, at the same time, the storytelling and the attention to detail is absolutely phenomenal from this. So I'll step away from Saltburn anymore. You can keep your... But honestly, I remember watching the trailer with you, and I was intrigued, and you were like, nah, it looks too weird.
Yes.
But I was definitely intrigued, and I knew the second I could watch it, I'm going to be watching it. And I did. Next up, it is Creed. Fuck me, Creed's just fucking beautiful. What a way. This is this generation's Rocky. And it's just absolutely... I know Jonathan Majors, I guess, is technically blacklisted, but even the part he had to play, outstanding, beautiful, amazing. Next up is Talk to Me. Probably the greatest or second greatest horror film I have seen in my entire life. It is fucking phenomenal. I can't wait for a second one. Every bit... It's a low-budget film because it's all done with the Raka Raka brothers' friends. They're all the actors and stuff, but it doesn't feel that way. For two YouTube kids that make stupid, silly wrestling videos and whatnot, they have put on they've made an amazing piece of art. Next up is what we're doing in a minute, well, in a few hours. It is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. I'm sorry, cinema, 60 to 70% of cinema for me is just having fun and forgetting that the world exists. And what better way to do that than watch a bunch of Transformers kick shit out of other Transformers? It's fucking awesome. I love it. It's amazing, beautiful. Next up, it is Five Nights at Freddy's. Love that film. Love the world. I know there's a bit of bias stream there because it's like come from the world of YouTubers and shit. There's two, like, not, I know it's not a YouTuber film, but a YouTuber made famous game that turned into a film. Yeah. I've got two YouTube related stuff on my list. Next up, it's TMNT. I still can't believe Chris hasn't done it, but I'm sure he'll do it at some point. It's fucking, it's beautiful. So, well, I'll leave my top three now. You run through your top seven, and we'll leave our top threes.
I'm just sorting it all out.
As Chris sorts us all out.
Yeah. It's a mixture, really.
Mate, I've got fucking slurping cum water and turtles. You know what I mean? So you can't really, you can't get more random than mine.
True. I think I've got more than 10, but never mind.
Doesn't matter, make sure fuckers. Give us all of them until your top three.
Alright. Number 10. I'll probably have to agree with you with Mario.
Hey!
It was a fucking...
It was so much fun.
It was a fun film.
And everybody's had a go on Mario at some point in their life.
Oh, yeah, everyone loves Mario. If anyone doesn't love Mario or doesn't like Mario, it's just, you're fucking weird.
Yeah, you don't have to fucking buy every game. But everybody puts on Mario and goes, I'm bored. It's like, really? Yeah, it's Mario. You know what? Anybody can come on together and play Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah. Number 9, I'd say Creed.
Yeah.
Fucking
beautiful.
Epic film. Fucking loving it. I'm looking forward to the next one, to be fair.
A trilogy I haven't actually done since the third one come out, like all together, back to back. I've done them all singly and stuff before, but never just sat and watched the full trilogy, so I might have to.
Number 8, Evil Dead Rise.
See, it's so close on my list as well, mate.
I think it's been one of the better horror films I've seen in a while.
So creepy as well.
To be fair,
so fucking creepy.
That's saying something, to be fair.
Yeah, it's hard to do an amazing horror now because everything's been done.
Yeah. Number 7, I'm going to give it to The Flash.
Nice.
Like I said, I think it's just that scene alone.
Yeah, Chris fell in love with a particular scene, the seatbelt scene. He's trying to get his suit. They're in the seatbelts. He's trying to get his helmet on right, his mask on right. He looks over and I've never seen Chris laugh so hard in the cinema ever.
It's just fucking phenomenal.
It is good, like.
Number 6, that's Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer was brilliant.
It was fucking an epic film.
So good.
Absolutely epic. It's just like I knew a little bit of it, but to get the full aspect of it in the fucking, it was just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Whoa. Number 5, I'll have to say Transformers.
Nice.
Fucking Transformers. Everyone loves Transformers.
It's fucking Transformers,
man. You're fucking weird.
Yeah. Well, I know some of it doesn't. Laura.
Number 4. Yeah. Number 4. We'll give it to 65.
65. Nice. 65. Okay. See, I really enjoyed 65.
I really enjoyed 65.
It was
fair. And it's just again, Adam Driver.
He's great
for a kind of an almost silent film, kind of a bit like the Quiet Place. Yeah. It was just, you knew what this aspect was. You knew the fucking thing, and obviously the weird twist at the end being that was Earth. Where crash landed. He
never come from our Earth. He come from a Earth somewhere.
Yeah. So it's a brilliant film.
All right. So it's your top three, right? So
top three.
Right. I'll do my third, and then you do your third.
Okay.
Right. In third place for me, it is Godzilla -1. It is Godzilla -1. What an absolute fucking outstanding film! I know that it's now nominated awards when award season comes around. It's got its name in the hat and stuff. Foreign film, everything about it. Godzilla was amazing. They made him because I don't know about you. You fall in love with our version of Godzilla. It's like, yeah, come on, rescue. I love the MonsterVerse stuff. I know you're not as heavy on it, but this particular one, to have him as the big main threat, because obviously the reason why Godzilla is Godzilla, it was a metaphor for Japanese storytelling of the original atom bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That was their metaphor in a film, really. And it just, it was fucking outstanding. So that's my number 3.
Right. My number 3 is Godzilla as well.
Godzilla.
I completely agree with you in that aspect of that. It was such a fucking brilliant film. And for someone who doesn't speak Japanese, Korean, whatever else, fucking absolutely mint.
And it was, I would also watch it if you took Godzilla out of it, if it was a different kind of threat, because there's just a story, like I said, kamikaze pilot who didn't want to kill himself to then find his family.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to watch the black and white version when it comes
Oh, 100%,
out.
mate, 100%. Completely agree with you there. Right, next up, this one absolutely painstakingly now, and I want to switch it as we're doing it, but I'm going to stick with it, so I'm going to say it quickly. Number 2 goes to Guardians. Guardians Volume 3. It's just, mate, so funny. A nice hurrah to our OG Guardians. Everybody beautiful. The farewell between Gamora and Star-Lord. The farewell between Star-Lord and the rest of the Guardians. To know we're getting a standalone Star-Lord in the future and shit.
Yeah.
The story involving Rocket. High Evolutionary's performance, as much as he's a cunt, but the portrayal of it, just, it's so fantastic. It's unbelievable. That's why I really want to make it number 1 the more I talk about it. So you do your number 2 before I change my mind.
My number 2 is Gran Turismo.
Nice.
My number 2 is because I grew up playing these games, so I got the same feeling he was getting, being in races, having to fucking get there, having a podium to get to. It would have been nice to be a racer, to be fair.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. You should have just fucking got back amongst it, got your little setup going, and just fucking dived on it. But I know how much I can see it in your face when you watch it, because obviously cars and that sort of stuff's your jam, that's your flavour, and I knew you were having an amazing time. And plus as well, it wasn't just that, you were completely, I was involved in, David Harbour, he was an old driver, why is he not driving anymore? Orlando Bloom, he's a little bit weird and sneaky and stuff. The young lad playing, with the relationship with his dad, so when his dad rocks up at the last race, and you're like,
just an absolute mint.
It was a great film.
And just obviously playing the game brought back a lot of memories from the past, from playing it from 1 till 7 we're on now.
Yeah, completely agree with you, mate.
Fucking, it's always been Gran Turismo. Even though I'm more of a Forza guy now, Gran Turismo started it off.
That was
for me.
Well, PlayStation 1 had Gran Turismo, didn't it? So beautiful shout, mate. Right, my number 1, it's no point even fucking saying, I think most people can guess. It's got to be Across the Spider-Verse. For somebody whose life is just involved and all around anything Spider, this was amazing. To the point where you get to the credits, and when you rewatch just the credits alone, it literally foreshadows everything that's going to happen in the next film. Like I said, I'd go back and watch it and watch the credits, and you'd be like, oh my god, it does it. It's just meant to be these little artsy-dartsy pieces, to the music, to the time that's been spent in this animation and this world building. It's redefined. The reason why TMNT looks the way it looks is because of Spider-Man, and future animated films are going to replicate this. It's just, there's so much attention to detail, and the people that made this film really give a shit about Miles and the story of the spiders and shit. And it's fucking, it's outstanding for me.
Mine is a recent film we've just watched, and I said it when we came out of the cinema. It's gonna be the fucking my film of the year, because I fucking loved it.
What did we just watch?
I got right into it. I got right behind the characters, got right behind the story, and just the CGI, the aspect of the film. It was just fucking brilliant.
The creator.
Yes.
The creator. Yeah.
The creator.
Yeah, the creator.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it's
film.
weird. I know me and you look at stuff differently, but it's been like hit and miss with a lot of ratings and shit. And I'm like, I really fucking loved everything they were doing in this. I completely agree with you there, mate. The creator was outstanding. Yeah, I remember you saying now you fell right in love with it.
I fucking got right behind that film.
There was too many films to make a top 10 this year. It was fucking nightmare. I see Guardians right didn't make your list.
I know.
Yeah. What else fell short that should have deserved an honourable mention? Like, yeah, Evil Dead Rise 100% should have served it.
I've written most of the what I remembered as the films that we've seen this year, and there's Rebel Moon, Leave the World Behind.
See, Leave the World Behind. I wanted in my top 10, but I thought, is that recency biased or what?
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I really liked Indiana Jones. I loved the opening sequence on the train with Nazis, and the parts of it felt a little bit okay. See, it was kind of hit and miss. It was fun just to see him again and hear the music and stuff.
We had Thanksgiving.
See, I really enjoyed it, but I didn't think it deserved maybe a top 10 spot.
No. John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick. If I was a bigger John Wick fan of the world, it would definitely be top 10.
Fast X.
Yeah. Fast X,
Yeah. Insidious, The Red Door.
See, I was disappointed with that. Like at the end where it's right behind him and the door's there, and you're like, well, grab him then, and he just sits there and waits for him to open, and you're like, you're the worst demon ever. You're the worst demon ever.
The Equalizer.
Yeah, Equalizer was a really fun film. But the only thing that annoys me is you'd never feel like he's in danger.
No.
Like John Wick takes a beating every now and then and whatnot, but he's an old man now as well. I don't get it wrong, Denzel Washington. He's going to fuck loads of people up, but like, never once do you feel like he's going to get a punch landed on me here, is he?
Yeah. No. One film that I'm surprised you never mentioned, actually.
Yeah.
So I don't think you did. Was Scream.
Yeah, I felt like, because I love Scream. Obviously, I fucking love Scream so fucking much. I felt like I was just forcing it in there because it's like, I'm definitely 110% being biased with Spider-Man, but at the same time, Spider-Man is literally my fucking life and stuff.
And Ant-Man and Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp would have been borderline, 13, sort of 12.
Yeah. Obviously, we had Saw X. Cocaine Bear.
That was just silly and goofy.
That was just silly and goofy. Blue Beetle.
See, Blue Beetle was on borderline as well.
The Exorcist Believer, we've also mentioned. I don't know if you watched Elements.
The Disney one. Yeah, it was alright. It was. Oh, dogs destroyed a Spider-Man water bottle by the looks of that.
Oh dear. Obviously, we never mentioned Dead City or Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl again was on the fringe and the cusp of it and whatnot. I felt like I was putting it in for my love for him, and I really enjoyed the show. But at the same time, I've been criticising The Walking Dead for just stop everything. And I felt like I was, contradicting myself and said, just let us have this beautiful ending of Walking Dead. Oh, but it's also, I don't know, I felt...
Yeah. Fair, I was going to redo The Walking Dead before I got into New Girl. I was like, what can I watch? What can I fucking get into again? And I was like, well, should I do The Walking Dead again? And I was like, I'll have another look about it. And then I found New Girl. I was like, I'll watch New Girl.
Beautiful film, mate. Fucking beautiful film. A beautiful series. I can't wait for you to get to the end of it. So many funny little weird jokes.
It's fucking funny. I like Nick Michelle. He's fucking hilarious.
Then go on and have you seen the film Let's Be Cops?
No.
It's got Coach in it and it's got Nick, but obviously it's not them, but it's them. It's the same comedy and stuff. It's two guys who dress up as police, just go for a wander, and people think they're real police. They're like, let's run with this. They to the point where they buy a car, they go on fucking police like raid missions and shit. You're like, it's so fucking funny. But if you like the New Girl comedy, you'll love that. But there we go, visuals. That's 2023 rounded up, our top 10s and all kinds of shit. It's been literally one of my most favourite, if not my favourite year in general.
It has been a really good year.
It's been fucking.
I don't know if that's because of all the strikes that's been going on, and it's just all came out all at once.
I have no idea, mate. Every week, like I said, I know me and you could say what. I know I'm definitely easily pleased. But like every week, I come to cinema and I was going, even if like Hunger Games, for example, I couldn't even find a reason to say I hated that. That was shit. It was like everything had like a little point where I like that bit, I like this bit, I like So yeah, it was even like I said, TV show wise, and TV show wise was a fucking nightmare as well because there's so much good TV stuff I was watching. Like I wanted to put that Reacher would have made top 10. I really been enjoying Reacher.
See,
But
I would have put it in there, but because we're on season 2,
Yeah.
which came out fucking 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not really new.
Yeah,
It's obviously new to you because obviously you never watched it.
No.
But
And it's not even finished. It's still like however many episodes are left. Anyway. But anyway, visuals, please let us know your favourite shit from the year, whether it be from TV shows or games or music or whatever the fuck you want to let us know. Yeah, here's to 2024. Can't wait. Kicking us off with a monster in a swimming pool. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait. But it's loads of cool shit coming out. Visuals, we're going to go sit, smash Transformers, have a happy new year and all the best to you and all that carry on that you say at New Year. Hey. I watched a video of a guy saying I fucking hate New Year. Even if I'm uptown, when the countdown starts, I hide in the bog. He's like, it fucking does my head in. I was like, oh, no worries. You angry person.
Fair enough.
I let Chris have the floor.
Thanks. Yeah, have a brilliant new year, guys. Whatever resolutions you have, of course, keep to it. My year's resolution is to get a new job. Find a job.
Yeah, Chris is currently jobless.
I am jobless.
You'll have a new job in no time.
Hopefully I'll have a new job soon.
Easy course you will, mate.
And yes, just enjoy yourselves, be safe, don't do anything silly.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Well,
like creep out Tom Holland on Instagram and shit.
Yeah, that's what I wouldn't do.
Visual, thank you for listening for the last time this year, but we'll keep being you, we'll keep it on.
As always, people, love you, bye.
Beautiful.